I got a little like hair on my arm.
I don't care for it that much. Oh! What's up, guys? Welcome to Commercial Filmmakers React. I'm Denver.
I'm Cameron.
And I'm Cy Money.
What are we taking a look at today?
So today I have pulled together different advertisements for you guys to take a look at.
Advertisements.
Commercials. They're all different kinds of commercials, well, they're all broadcast, but they're different feels and they went for different things. I'm not going to tell you what they are. I'm just going to go in blind.
I'm a guy that does not skip commercials.
Dude,
I don't leave the room for commercials. I'm there for the commercials.
This ad is a Super Bowl ad.
Okay.
It was aired live on Super Bowl 18.
Super Bowl 18. How old is this thing?
It came out in 1984.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of a contradictory thoughts. Our unification of thoughts is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people. One will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. We shall prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
There you go.
I'm familiar with the ad. I've watched it many times before, but if I'm being completely honest, I don't care for it that much. This is honestly not one of my favorite Apple ads. If I had to pinpoint my favorite Apple ad, it would be the iPod Touch ad that was originally a fan-made ad and then was adapted by Apple into an ad. This spot in particular, if I'm remembering correctly, was shortly after Steve had left the company or was coming back to the company. One of the others, they were changing the way they were doing advertising. I'm not a super fan of it. I gotta be honest. This is one of those situations where I feel like the director is putting so much of themselves into the video and we're losing brand. Yeah. You like Ridley Scott?
I love Ridley Scott.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what was the brand then? I think they were reinventing themselves. And if there was a brand to do this type of ad for 1984, what other company could have done it, right?
That's true.
It's so timely that, like, it's probably why they did, like, they needed to play it before this, like, to get it done by this year. It was a very timely ad.
Yeah.
You know, I think also, like, looking at the future of it, it's a little bit of ahead of its time. Like, it's kind of dark to look at that ad and, like, look at where we are today.
This ad has been parodied so many times.
I'm sure.
Because of that.
Yeah.
They are putting the essence of the brand forward. You're not seeing the product. This is not, like, this is for the Macintosh and the original release of the Macintosh, but they're not showing the product. As we move forward in time, Apple's advertising really leans into showing the product. It's not until we get the Justin Long ads that we start seeing Apple selling more of like a personality versus selling the product.
And what, that was like right before Terminator?
It was right after Blade Runner,
It-
1982.
Okay, I could see where he was going. He was cooking.
Let's see what's next.
Next ad, this was created in-house by the company that had it commissioned.
Okay.
It aired in 2010. It was this company's first major TV ad. This is the first one. I didn't know this ad existed.
Are we guessing what company it is?
You're more than welcome to.
Okay. What year is it?
2010.
2010.
This was Super Bowl XLIV. I don't know what L is, but I know the rest.
2010 first ad.
GoDaddy?
Yeah, I was gonna go GoDaddy. Is it GoDaddy?
Are you locking in? I'll play it and that'll be your reveal.
I think it's GoDaddy.
This was really pleasant. It made me feel things.
That's not GoDaddy.
All right, well, let's find out.
Yeah, I got a little like hair on my arm got up at the last baby noise.
It chokes me up every time I watch it.
I mean, it kind of built. Like that was the crazy part of it. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like at first like hitting me like that, but then as the story goes on, it's just kind of like you're putting yourself in. Honestly, again, to go back to like where we are today, it's like that was their first ad, and here we are like still doing that to this day with AI and stuff. Like, or even with Google. Like I'm still like on Google like that, you know?
Was that their first ad
Let me
or
fact
first
check this.
Super Bowl?
It may have been their first Super Bowl ad.
First Super Bowl ad. I can see that, but
This is
interesting.
their first major TV ad.
Okay.
So it seems like they may have had some before, but this was the first big one.
It's an interesting thing because it's like simplicity wins.
I think what actually wins is the story. I
Yeah.
think we'll always go back to the story. I think this being our first episode, our first video or whatever, it's what we always come back to when we're talking about this stuff because it's at the foundation of everything that we do, especially when it comes to video and film. So I that's what really hit me with this was like this guy's going from searching his whole life to trying to find like a new life to finding like love to eventually like having a baby. Like that's it with Google.
It's just such an interesting approach. Yes, the story matters. Going, hey, we're gonna do all of this as essentially a screen recording.
Yeah.
That's a bet. That's like a bet on your product that it's gonna keep people engaged. Like you have to be locked in for that. And that probably, this type of spot probably only works as a Super Bowl ad where people are watching because they want to see the commercials.
This next ad,
Okay.
Is our last one?
this ad was so impactful that after it aired, it shut down the app it was advertising. They could not handle all the users that were being trafficked to it. Here we go.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
There you go.
That's crazy, you know,
That was
because that, like you said earlier about that other commercial, it's the only type of commercial that I feel like it can be on a Super Bowl. Like it has to be on the Super Bowl. But man, like I knew it was for Coinbase because of like, you know, title and stuff on the top. But if I didn't, even though knowing it was Coinbase, I still wanted to scan it. Like, what is that?
Yeah, and if we're looking at like this type of spots Coinbase has put out, this is very much their brand.
Yeah.
Like the kind of like motion graphics, like subversive, like on the edge kind of thing. This is what they do. They've established that brand. You don't know
DVDs.
because you're too young. That was a Windows screensaver.
Oh,
You didn't know that?
I knew it was a DVD screensaver.
So like the Windows computers had that screensaver where the box would float around the screen. And The Office did a bit where like it was a cold open. We could probably pull
Oh,
that.
they were watching it?
They were watching it and they were hoping it to hit the corner. Because that was a speculation of like what happens if it hits the corner. Well, Coinbase showed you what happened.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what they were trying to tap into was like, what's something that like our target audience remembers that will get them to like be curious?
Well, I also think it was like QR codes were making a comeback too. Like, right?
Yeah.
I know, like, for a decade there, they were around, but people weren't using them. And
No.
COVID hit, and it was like QR codes became popular again. And that's why I think sometimes, like, simple works. You don't have to overthink it, especially if no one's doing it right now. Go for that.